Godmorgen, good morning, guten Morgen. I know I have people with me from basically all over the world. So welcome. Maybe you would like to tell me where you are located in a comment below. Yeah. Sorry, this is my first live, so Facebook has a lot of things they want to share with me. Like, do this, and you can also do this, and let them know this, and make a poll, and yeah. I'm like, shh, let's just be here for a moment and take time to be together and feel that we, together, you and I, we create a sacred space where we can talk about things that really matter, okay? So let's actually, you know what? Let's just do a few breaths. Put your feet on the ground, and if you're wearing shoes, take them off so you can feel the floor beneath your feet. Maybe wiggle your toes a little so you can connect with the ground. Close your eyes, just listen to my voice. So feel the ground beneath you, and just breathe in through your nose and take the air all the way down into your body. And breathe out through your mouth. And let your shoulders fall down. And feel that now you are a little more connected to your body. And once again, breathe in through your nose. And out through your mouth. And feel a little more connected to your body. Feel how you become focused and centered in the now that you are in right here while you're listening. So you can feel your body, and you can feel what's going on in your body. If there's a little tension or little anxiety, or maybe it's all calm, maybe it's warm, maybe it's cold, maybe it's a little hungry, maybe it's not. Just notice it without judging, without judgment at all. Just notice it. One more breath. I so love this exercise. You can come back now. I so love this exercise because in the beginning when you start doing it, it doesn't really make sense. But the more you do it, like if you do it every day, like just 3 times a day, you will start to connect with your body much easier, much faster. You'll get centered, you'll get focused, you'll quiet down your thoughts, you will calm down your anxiety, and you will be much more present, and you will be able to feel what is right for you. Okay, so, well, that was sidetracked, but a good sidetrack, right? So what I want to talk about today is mood swings. Oh, my beloved mood swings. And you're probably laughing when I say this. Mood swings, beloved? Ha! No, on the contrary. However, that's why I want to talk about it. Because we have been told to look at mood swings as something negative. Okay? This is not you. You are not born with a judgment of your mood swings. Now there can be a number of reasons why you have more mood swings than normally. For example, you're going through menopause, or can we call it the change or the transformation, or something a little more charming than menopause? Can we call it the transformation to becoming a wise woman? Can we do that? So we're going through the transformation to becoming wise women. And part of that is mood swings. And also I would love to find a better word for mood swing. If you have an idea what to call it, let me know. Because maybe you're a native English speaker and I'm not. I'm originally from Denmark. So I'm always struggling to find the right words. So I appreciate your help. There can be a number of reasons why you're having mood swings, but that's not what we're going to look at today. We're not going to go, oh, you can avoid the mood swings. No, we're going to look at the mood swings and we're going to learn to accept them as part of ourselves and use them to see ourselves as emotionally healthy. How about that? Don't you love that? So physiologically, our body is built with glands and hormones. And the glands and the hormones are pretty much controlling our lives. That's why we have to take good care of our body and our glandular system. Is that the right word? Glandular system. So that the glands and the hormones will serve us in return. Yeah. The thing is, and this is for everyone, but of course, especially women, not genetically, not originally, but women because we bear children and we are often raising children. But men are no less capable of this than women, okay? So what we are capable of with our hormonal system that changes really fast, that can change really fast, is that if our child, and children are extremely emotional flexible, they can go from laughing to crying in a split second, or the other way, crying to laughing in a split second. They can change their emotions so fast. And that, just a little reminder that when you look at children and you see this beautiful emotional flexibility, you have the same emotional flexibility. You were born the same way. But then you were told, this is not appropriate. You should change your emotion, or you should not feel your emotion, or you should pack them away because they're inadequate, or they're offensive, or I can't handle them as an adult. So you can't feel them because I can't handle them. Whatever, we've been told to suppress it. But still, mostly women, because of the culture, not because of them being better or with a different nature, men are equally able to do this. I have to say that many times because I know there's lots of men out there who still have the stigma of men cannot feel emotions. And lots of women think that, men don't have emotions. The only emotions a man have is hungry and angry. And that's not true. That's culture shaping them. So when we see a little child running around playing and the child falls over and hits its knee, for example, and gets a little owie, we, being occupied with thinking about what to do for dinner or how how we're being a boss at work and doing projects, or what we should do for Christmas, or our mind is always occupied with something, yeah? So when we see this child, when this happens, in an instant, we switch. Because we still have that emotional flexibility. And in an instant, we become nurturing and empathetic. And we're like, oh, sweetie, oh, come on, let me pick you up. Oh, let me see your boo-boo. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, sweetie, I love you. It's going to be okay. Yeah, you just cry a little bit. That's all right. Yeah, you got scared. You were startled by falling in the middle of your lovely playing. So of course you're crying a little. That's quite okay. Because that's the appropriate response, or one of the many appropriate responses to a child hurting themselves and crying. So that means you have emotional flexibility that matches the child's emotional flexibility, okay? Then you become a grown-up and you're told, that's not gonna fly, So but you still have that emotional flexibility in you, and you can see that dealing with children who hurt themselves, for example, instantly you will feel the nurturing and empathetic side of you coming out. So you still have that emotional flexibility. So when we go into the transformation that will make us wise women, or we have PMS, which is also a horrible, horrible word. All the words that are connected to things that go on in women are not beautiful words. I mean, alone the fact that our genitals are called something like, what? Excuse me? Why are they called that? There should be, I mean, there is. Yoni is a beautiful Hindi word for it. That I'm using it because I like it. It's not charged in the same way as many of our Western words. So yoni. But we are kind of made to feel guilty for that emotional flexibility all the way through our lives. But actually it's completely and utterly magic. Every time we have we are menstruating. We are menstruating according to the moon phases, and it's different for everyone what moon phases we are aligning with. But everybody is menstruating according to the moon's pull and push on Earth, and the water on Earth, and the tide and the ebb. So we're kind of always in tune with nature without knowing it. We're in tune with nature. And I do believe that part of the pains we are going through, or some women are going through when they have their periods, is connected to the fact that we have disconnected from nature, both the nature outside ourselves and then the nature inside ourselves. But that's a whole other talk. But we are, every time our hormones change and we go into the to the bleeding, we are opened up. We are opened up. And see, this is what is amazing. When you feel that you have mood swings, when you feel more sensitive, when you feel more volatile, when you feel like you're not fully standing in your light as a female warrior, taking care of everything, but you feel like you're vulnerable and volatile, that's when you're most open to what the universe has to bring you. Yeah? That's where most psychics receive the greatest downloads. Then at some point, if they accept themselves and the downloads, and they start to embrace their own spirituality, they don't have to menstruate to open up to it. Being spiritual is something we all are, but we have to open up to it. And I know, because 20 years ago I said, well, I don't want to be spiritual because I actually really love my life. I thought those were, I couldn't love my life if I was going to be spiritual. And look at me. I'm more in love with my life than I've ever been. And I'm very, very spiritual. Sorry. I had peanut butter for lunch, for breakfast, and sometimes that messes a little with my throat. Yeah. So the mood swings and the sensitivity and the vulnerability that we connect with at certain times all the way through our lives are actually openings to connect with something that is greater than us. Yeah? Of course, there's also the other side of it. There's a side of it that means I have to take myself seriously when I'm going through mood swings or I'm feeling vulnerable. I have to take myself serious. I know that a lot of women have been told, oh, you're so strong. But they're not strong. They have made themselves hard to not feel how sensitive and vulnerable they are. Because we are extremely sensitive and vulnerable. And it's very dangerous for us to feel it in a world like this. We are put down or ridiculed or bullied or manipulated. The common a common belief in like 90% of all people is that I cannot trust others. And that's not because you are not a trusting soul, and it's not because other people don't want to be trustworthy. But the culture we have created is a culture of no trust. And of course, we need to get away from that. But again, that's a whole other talk. So I want you to look at your own transitions. I want you to look at your own vulnerability. I want you to look at the flexibility, emotional flexibility you have, whether you're a woman or a man. Look at your emotional flexibility and thank it. Thank you for making me able to change my mood into whatever is needed right now. And yes, sometimes the moods change without it looks like it's without us knowing it. But I think that the severe mood swings that some people have are because there's something lacking in themselves. And that's, of course, self-love. They don't think they're worthy of loving themselves and receiving love from others. And when we carry around the feeling that we are not worthy of love and loving, there's a deep, 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 deep sense of sadness and anger, grief and rage inside us. And we cannot let it out on a daily basis because there's no one to talk to about it. There's no one who can help us process it. Well, co-creators like myself, I'm originally a psychotherapist, but now I work with co-creating, so it's on a more spiritual basis. But it shouldn't be like that. I shouldn't be needed in a healthy society. We should have people around us who will hug us and say, oh, wow, I see you're so vulnerable. You're so beautiful. Let me hold you and hug you. Beautiful soul. You're so vulnerable. And of course, that's not the society we're in. And it doesn't look like it's going to change anytime soon. So what we must do is we must start with ourselves. We must start with being the change we need for ourselves. Yeah. So I want you to think about, what would my life be like if I didn't feel guilty over being who I am? Having my mood swings, having a hard time making decisions, saying yes when I actually mean no, closing off to intimacy, not trusting. If I didn't feel guilty about all those things, if I loved myself for the fact that I'm able to protect myself in a sick world, what would that feel like? And again, think about it. Close your eyes, breathe into your nose, set your feet in the ground, and just breathe while thinking about it. Who would I be if I didn't have any guilt? If I could just let go of all guilt, I'd never need to feel guilty again about anything or to anyone. I don't owe anyone anything. Really, you don't owe anyone anything. Being a human means conflict, yeah. Conflict is always part of the experience, the journey, the adventure we're having as humans. But we don't have to eat it. We don't have to make it our own. We don't have to make it our own drama. We can quiet the mind and quiet the body and calm ourselves with this little exercise. Just be here now. You don't have to react. You don't have to say anything. You don't have to eat their stories about who you are, who they see you as. Oh my God, you're so emotionally unstable. Just let it go. That's about them, not you. You are a beautiful, emotionally flexible person. Yeah. So that's one thing you can do. Work on it. And of course, like learning a new language or riding a bike or riding a car or learning how to cook, it takes time and you have to fail. Like with anything in the world, you have to give yourself time and be patient with yourself when you're learning this. There is no magic wand you can throw around and go bing, woodaba, 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 wop, and then suddenly everything is just la. No, everything will never be la, because we're living in a world of humans who are not la. So the only thing you can do is keep yourself la. You can teach yourself to be fully acceptant of what is inside you, fully acceptant and full of love for what you are, everything you are, everything you are. I have this beautiful friend who writes crime novels, and she says, well, sometimes I feel like that monster inside me that I'm writing about, I'm a little scared of myself sometimes. And I'm like, wow, but you're an artist. That monster inside you, that darkness that you have, is making you an artist. You're not Dexter. You're not running around killing people. You're writing books that entertain people. So just, thank you for that monster in me that makes me able to do this creative wonders of writing books for other people to be entertained. Yeah. I mean, I know I grew up in a community with a lot of artists, and a lot of the really, really skilled painters were manic depressive, bipolar, schizophrenic, alcoholics, sexually abused as children. They had so much pain, and that pain came out on the canvas. So we can, of course, their lives were not always beautiful, but they didn't have the techniques that we have today to actually accept and learn to love ourselves. It was like it was. Today we know better. And I know that there are some people who are scared to let go of the pain and misery because they're scared that they will lose the art in themselves. They're scared to lose the part of them that creates the art because they think it's the pain that is creating the art. They think that they're artists because of the misery, but it's not true. The art is just an outlet for what is inside you, and that means if you stop being a creature of pain and suffering, you will just create different art, but you're still an artist. Yeah. How about that? So, what would it take for you to not just fully accept everything you have in you and everything you are, but also love it and thank it and be grateful for everything that has served you? What would it take? What would it take? What do you have to say to yourself to get to that place where love is all there is for you? You're your best friend. You're the parent you never had, but you deserve to have, but you didn't have. You're beautiful, no matter what has happened to you in your world, in your life. You are the most extreme, divine, beautiful being. Oh, that reminds me, I want to do a video about the divine as well. Because we are all divine. Yeah, God is not something outside ourselves. It is what we are. Everything in this world is created by the same physical ingredients and the same vibrant energy. Yeah, that's all we are. So I want to do a video about that some other time. But for now, when you have mood swings, just sit down. Put your feet in the ground and breathe in through your nose and breathe out through your mouth and thank it, because it is the basis of it is healthy emotional flexibility. Yeah, that's why you're able to have these mood swings. And so on top of that, there's all the stigma you've had throughout your life that makes you unable to navigate in a healthy way with the mood swings. But that's something you can learn. That's just skill. That's just a technique to, like, for example, do something else than be angry or feel like a victim or whatever. There's ways you can handle that, but the first step is to thank whatever is inside you, because that is the reason you're here. Whatever is inside you has made it possible for you to live and survive and be here. Yeah? So, thank you for the mood swings. Thank you for the ability to be emotionally flexible. Thank you for whatever is inside me. Thank you for whatever I am. All that I am is beautiful and lovable, worthy of love, 1000% worthy of love. Yeah. So, have a great day and love yourself and just take care of you. Ciao.